Hey guys, it's Karl. Wanted to create this video super quick as it's crazy to think we're already in the middle of Q4. It's just around, 2 months away till Christmas, till the holiday season. So I partnered up with Best Buy to showcase some of the best tech gifts that you can get. You never want to be too late for your tech gifts because things sell out. And just keep an eye on Best Buy's site as they not only have daily but weekly top tech deals. They also have the Best Buy Total Tech membership exclusive offers as well as the best prices around, and they also have price matching. So anything that you see, you can always refer back to their website, and they've got some of the best tech deals that you can grab for this holiday season. I will be giving one of the items away from this episode, so just be sure to sub to the channel. I know a lot of you are. I'm trying to give back in the holiday season. Follow me over on Instagram, as I know that YouTube is dealing with so much spam, so never listen to any of the spam in the comments. I will only send you a message through a verified account. Let's get to our first item, which is a bit on the budget side, as I always try to keep budget stuff in mind. This is an HP laptop. So this is a 15-inch machine. It's built around the Ryzen 5300U. I know that it won't be crunching any 4K edits at times, but honestly, for the overall size, it's tough to find a computer around the $500 range. So I think it's great for students, for people that just want to do the basic tasks like word processing, browsing the net, or honestly just watching content. Having stuff on a large display is just so much nicer. This is just one of the better value laptops on the market, and like I mentioned, for the overall size, it's just hard to find something in this price range. So I think this could be a solid option. Switching on over to gaming. I know that gaming is one of the biggest categories for the year. Everyone wants to play video games over the holidays. I'm no different. So obviously this is the Nintendo Switch. They just celebrated their 5-year anniversary of this console. So this is the latest model, the Switch OLED. Playing any Nintendo exclusive like The Legend of Zelda, like Pokemon, those games in themselves are a reason to grab a Switch on their own. There's just something so nostalgic, so nice about them. So obviously my favorite game has to be The Legend of Zelda, hence why I named my dog Link after this little guy. So Breath of the Wild has to be a go-to, but a low-key sleeper, Link's Awakening. So they've made a remastered version. There's just something so cute about this game. It's so nice. The graphics are sweet. It's a game that I've completely crushed and would definitely recommend this to anyone, not just Zelda fans. Play Link's Awakening. Switching on over to a next-gen console. So this is the Xbox Series S. Once again, slightly on the budget side, and we are hoping that this year finally you can actually get a next-gen console, because I know that they've still been tough to get your hands on. I think a lot of you know that I am a pretty big Xbox guy. My favorite games would probably be Mass Effect and obviously the latest Halo. And if games or consoles are out of your budget, you can always take a look at controllers. They've got some great ones. And I have actually been crushing the new Flight Simulator. That just got one of the biggest updates. They just released a Canada pack, as I'm myself Canadian, so it's really cool to fly in some of the most iconic Canadian locations. And I have been rocking this brand new Thrustmaster controller, and it actually gives you a pretty similar feel to a real plane. And not too long ago, I actually worked on this cool project where I was actually flying a plane myself, and I actually learned quite a bit and used all of those to fly my plane, or I guess my plane in Flight Simulator. So super dope. Once again, gaming I think is a huge category for the holidays, so I think you can find something for anyone within gaming. So switching on over to smartphones, and this is the Pixel 6 Pro, and I know that the Pixel 7/7 Pro is just about to launch. I think my embargo dates, I think I saw them, are sometime next week or in a couple days. But the reason I'm highlighting this, the Pixel 6/6 Pro still offers some of the best photography in smartphones, and with the new 7s coming out, this will only come down in price. So just keep your eye on Best Buy site. They usually discount these things by a couple $100. That's usually the typical refresh for smartphones. The older models always go on sale. And in terms of smartphone or computational photography, Pixel still offers some of the best, even though we've had phones come out over the past year. Things like Magic Eraser or Motion, which, like the name implies, gives motion to still objects. Google has it on point with their photography department, so definitely a phone to keep your eye out on. And switching now on to a couple Samsung products. I know a lot of people give me flack for reviewing a ton of Apple stuff, but I will give Samsung a lot of love. And these are some of my favorite things that have come out over the past year. So first off, we've got their Galaxy Watch 4. And the reason why I love this, it still has a traditional watch face of a circle. It isn't too thick. I think a lot of you know I do prefer circular watch faces. It works straight through Android or Wear OS, which is of course Google based. It's simple, it works out of the box, and you can pair it, say, with your Pixel phone that you just picked up or any Samsung or any Android device that you have. Switching on over to the new Galaxy Buds 2 Pro, these are some of the best noise canceling earbuds that I've used. They actually have a better form factor than AirPods, for example. They're a lot smaller, they're a lot more compact. The sound is really good, and that kind of extends to the overall case as well. You can kind of see how compact the entire package is in this small little carrying case. So a nice little option, or a nice different pair of headphones to check out, and probably the most used piece of tech, not only here in the studio, but I think for a lot of people in general. Whenever I recommend laptops, always grab the lowest storage option and then just grab these portable hard drives instead. So this one is 500 gigs, store things like music, photo, video files. We store all of our files that we're shooting here on all of our projects. These are just super handy. They're not too expensive, and they just increase your storage for a fraction of the price than, say, what other manufacturers charge OEM-wise. Switching on over to my recommended camera of choice. And I know that smartphone photography has gotten really good over the past couple years, but I still recommend always shooting on a dedicated camera. So this is the Sony a7 Mark IV, probably the best mirrorless camera that you can currently buy. And I know that we're recording right now with two Sony a7S IIIs. If I had to choose one camera to do it all, to do both video and photo work, it would be this camera, and it's $1,000 cheaper than the either two. And I think for 98% of people out there, this would be my recommended camera to get. If I did have one lens to recommend, the one lens to rule them all, Hondo P, it would be the 24 to 105 G Master. I know that it's an f4, but I'm willing to sacrifice a bit of that depth of field for that extra range versatility, and this does have optical image stabilization or optical steady shot to give you nice and smooth shots. So I think this entire combo, I know technically on the pricey side, especially those of you new to the camera game, but if you want to invest into quality, these really hold their value well. So even if you sell it a couple of years down the line, you'll recoup a ton of the cost. So go-to piece of kit right here. And speaking of camera gear, so once again, the GoPro Hero 10, once again referring to tech that's a bit older. So the GoPro Hero 11 just came out. Honestly, in terms of performance, I was able to test the two. There isn't too much of a difference between the 10 and the 11 in terms of quality, especially considering the price savings that you can now snag the 10s for. So I mentioned that project that I was flying out on a plane. I had this strapped to the inside of the cockpit and recorded my first flight experience. So really, really cool what you can do with action cameras. Obviously, the quality won't be as good as, say, a full frame mirrorless, but for an action cam with great stabilization that you can fit into your pocket, you can't beat the versatility of GoPros. And last but not least, off of frame here, I had to include one TV for my yearly recommendation for a gift if you are a true baller. So this is the LG QNED, specifically the 75 QNED 90. It's a mini LED based TV around the quantum dot nanocell tech that LG offers. It's one of the best value TVs, probably doesn't compete as good as, say, OLEDs with the deep blacks, but if you want great picture quality, obviously you have those cheaper options that cost $500-600. Those don't really compete. So if you want to still nail awesome picture quality but don't want to break the bank with an OLED, they're great for, say, gaming. You can of course get 120 hertz, it's 4K. Mini LED tech is some of the best TV tech right now. You've got things like Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos, so for a great cinema at home experience, this is probably the TV that I would recommend probably for 2022 and into 2023 as we see some of the newer models come out. And as a little plug bonus, if you end up grabbing a TV and want to get it installed by Best Buy with that Total Tech membership, membership, the price of installation is kind of included, so that kind of covers the costs. It's free shipping, and to me, that's a no-brainer for that yearly membership. So all of the stuff that I've listed will be linked down below in the description. Make sure you do not sleep on your holiday shopping. Try to grab stuff early. Hope you guys are enjoying the holidays. Remember to sub for that giveaway, follow over on social, and I will catch the rest of you in one of my next vids. Peace.